back at halftime here with my man Andre Jones. Andre, welcome.
Coach Murphy, thank you.
What'd you think of the first half?
Exciting. I liked the pace. I thought the bench looked good. Jameer Young looked very good. They really pushed it. I like the tempo.
Yeah.
I really like the tempo.
Well, I think Mike's biggest problem is he's got to figure out who to give minutes to.
Sure.
Everybody's out there begging for time, doing good things. Maybe we'll make that Reggie's problem. He's got to figure that out.
Somebody's problem.
I got a lot of things to talk to you about.
Sure.
But one thing I want to, everybody knows you for your work. You were at Channel 9, producing sports for a long time with Comcast. Recently you decided to go out on your own.
Correct.
All right. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing now.
So me and remember Warren Blanchard, coach, from here? Warren Blanchard.
Oh, sure. I remember Warren was a golfer.
Yep,
Right?
yep. So Warren and I started the company, and he added a guy that he had worked with before, and we started something called True Sight Sports.
Okay.
And it's dedicated to high school sports on demand, and also we're going to do some streaming, and we're just trying to make sure that there's a platform for high school sports in the DMV.
There's certainly an interest level, but of course, the business model. So you got to figure out where the two meet. But so many different places I know in the area now. DMV Stream, they do something, and Monumental Sports is trying to do something down with the Wizards. And of course, nothing matches up to what Sean O'Connor and I do here, and Coach Refkin and whatnot.
Right.
So it's an exciting time. I know you did some games up in Baltimore over the weekend.
Yes.
How'd that work out?
It was awesome. First experience, Charm City Challenge, excuse me. Pete Strickland, my old JV coach here at DeMatha, got us involved, and it was some great games. It's kind of like a smaller version of the Alhambra tournament here.
Right.
So it was 4 WCAC schools, 4 Baltimore schools. Good competition, and it was a good way to, get acclimated in how we're going to do this. And I think we have a chance to be very good. I think building through relationships that we've had before, that I've had before, and the experience that I've had with producing a lot of stuff, I think we'll be fine.
Okay. So let's go back now. Let's go. Where did you grow up? Where did you go to grade school?
St. Ambrose.
Okay.
Amazing.
So St. Ambrose, and who or what made the decision for you to come to DeMatha?
Oh, that's the easy one. My godmother is Carolyn Branch from Charles Branch.
Sure.
So as a child growing up at their house, that's all you heard about was DeMatha. And Charles Branch, Tommy Branch, Adrian Branch were 2 of the greatest players ever play here.
Right.
So it was a no-brainer. I just always wanted to be them. And coming here, it was just a dream come true.
Okay, so you come in here as a freshman. How was that transition?
The kids were a lot bigger than what I thought they would be.
Right.
These weren't your average-sized high school guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but even St. Ambrose, I would imagine a number of your classmates came in.
Sure.
Knew people here.
So it was easy coming in. Academically, we were sound. My dad was a professor. My mother worked for the government.
Okay.
So they always preach education. So academically, I was fine. Athletically, I tried to, get up to speed. And I had a certain skill set, but that skill set didn't get any better the older I got, so I flatlined.
Now you played 2 years. You played on the freshman team. Who was your coach then?
Dan Hewins.
Dan Hewins.
Right.
And then you played JV.
Right.
Now, that was your last year playing at DeMatha. You think
Right.
maybe the coaching your JV year held you back?
Nah, Coach Strickland was my guy. So, and he still is my guy. So, a lot of stuff that Coach Strickland taught us, Warren as well, Warren Blanchard, like I spoke about before, about how to prepare, see it before you do it, don't move too fast without understanding what you're doing. I mean, it was an awesome experience. Like, a lot of guys here at DeMatha are my best friends.
Right.
And so, I learned that from playing ball, and, this place has been awesome for me. I mean, I thought it was a great place.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going in terms of as you're going through the school. You graduated in 87, from 83 to 87 you're in here. Did you ever think that 30 years later you would have this close of an attachment to the school? And this meant, like, I know you're great friends with Pete Strickland. I kidded about him coaching at JV, but the things that you're going through then as a teenager were going to be impacting your life not only then, but so far down the road.
Sure. The crazy thing is when you come out as a senior, you just want to get away. And then you go to college, and then you kind of miss it. And then you grow up, and then the friendships. You think about it like this, Coach Murphy. A lot of guys that are here, they're high-level basketball players, high-level football players. So once you get into the industry at 19, 20, those are people you can draw back to say, hey, when you're in town, could you join my show? Could you talk? Could you help? And it's just you stay in touch. You go to dinners. You're at people's weddings. you know, the birth of your children, you know, so we just constantly stay in touch with one another, especially my core group, because unfortunately, my namesake, the other Andre Jones, who went to Notre Dame, passed away.
Right.
So we went to his funeral. We had something here for him. So it's a bond that always just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think my son hopefully will go here if his mother allows it.
I know the admissions director. Maybe I can put a good word in for you. But yeah,
We'll
it is amazing. Now, what were some of the teachers maybe you had besides Coach Strickland?
Sure.
Who else did you have in class that you think about? Maybe even things you do every day.
Right.
You know.
Pat Guerin.
Okay.
I thought she was very good. I mean, she was awesome my freshman year. You know who I liked? Barbara. The math teacher.
Barbara Ryer.
I love Miss Ryer.
She's passed away, but yeah, she was awesome.
She was awesome.
Talked a mile a minute. 44-minute class. She could get 2 hours worth of material in there.
But I tell you this, I hated math,
Uh-huh.
but she had the different color chalks, and you understood what she was trying to explain because you're a visual learner. So you say, okay, green is this, yellow is this, red is this, and you can apply it. And the foil method, I never forget that because she's up there with the chalk and the gritty hands.
Right.
But every teacher here had a passion for teaching. That's the one thing I took away. Like Rich McChesky was awesome. Dr. Offit was good. Coach Wooten, my freshman history teacher. Mike Bray, that's my guy. But
well, they can't all be at the high level, you know.
Sure.
You did a lot of reports though for Mike, didn't you?
I sure
Some
did.
film strips,
Yeah,
you know,
a lot
like
of
that.
visual aids, right?
But yeah, I think one of the things I think about my teaching career, certainly I worked for John Mullen, now I work for Father James and Dan McMahon. But the guys like Rich McChesky, Tom Burke, Mary Ayers, I never wanted to disappoint them. And they were in the classroom, they were on every single day.
Right.
So
right.
I never wanted to look bad in front of their eyes. And, you know, it's a small school. Everybody knows what everybody's doing, and everybody knows the level that everybody else is teaching at.
You know, Coach Murphy, what you don't understand when you're going through it is the process. But then when you get to college, and you know, college is about independence, so you have to have a base, and you understand time management is the key. And we learned that here. So you had to say, okay, if you wait too long to do that report that you knew about 2 months ago, then that's on you, and you're going to suffer the consequences. And that's the one thing I learned is how to put everything in its proper place.
Every year I'll have guys come back either at Christmas break or at the end of the year from college. And you can see in their faces they walk in, the guys that maybe struggled here and have a 3.2, 3.4, 3.5, and the smile says, I get it.
Right.
I didn't get it when I was here, but now I understand.
Sure.
We're running out of time. Last question.
Sure.
Your athletic career at DeMatha ended with you and your teammate, Derek Monroe,
right.
winning the 2-on-2. Okay, the big question everyone wants to know. Could Jones and Monroe, 2-on-2, beat Strickland and Murphy?
It was no problem. It was a lot of movement. You guys were flat-footed, highly skilled, but it was too much quickness outside.
You keep believing it. Andre, this is great.
It's been
Thanks.
awesome.
We'll see you around. Good luck with the new venture.
Don't forget True Sight Sports.
Okay.
True Sight Sports, at True Sight Sports on Twitter. We love you. We'll be here. We'll pass out some shirts and keep everybody interested.
There we go. XL, maybe
XL,
double
always.
XL. Maybe, you know, it depends.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
always.
Andre, great.
Appreciate it.
Let's get ready for the second half.